Hello everybody! Today I'm going to explain how to solve the problem D, constructing the array from the Codeforces Round 642. In this task, we are given an array A of length n which has only zeros, and we are going to perform n actions with this array. During the each action, we are going to choose the maximum by length subarray with only zeros, and if there are more subarrays with maximum length, we are going to choose the leftmost. And if we know the range of that segment, we are going to assign the value equal to I to the middle point in that segment. And we are given an example for the length 5, and we must solve this problem for different lengths of n. For this problem, it's quite easy to observe the n squared solution, where for each iteration we are going to solve in linear time the first requirement, and then in constant time the second requirement. And the only thing we have to do is to optimize the complexity of the first requirement in order to get us a fast enough algorithm. I'm going to explain in the sketchpad a way we can actually do it by observing some property. Now let's say we have some range LR, and that range has only zeros. And let's assume that that range is the one with the maximum length. And what will happen? We must assign the value to the middle position, and let's say the middle position will be x. Then this range will split in two ranges, which are L up to x minus 1, and then from x plus 1 up to R, assuming both of these ranges actually exist. So L is actually not bigger than x minus 1, and x plus 1 is actually not bigger than R. How to implement this? Well, let's say we have some data structure which can tell us the length of the biggest range. In that data structure, we are going to pick up the longest range, and also respecting the other constraint that it has to be the leftmost. And then we are going to add in that data structure two new ranges, assigning them a length at a left point. As you may have probably realized, we are going to use a set type data structure, which can enable us to add ranges which have two parameters, length and start point. And by adding pairs of length and start, we are going to take always the one with the maximum length and the one with the leftmost start point. Assuming we implement this correctly, the complexity will be n log n, which is fast enough to get us accepted. Now I'm going to move to the implementation. As you can see, I got accepted. It was from the first try, and it was actually quite fast. Here I'm reading the input and adding in the set a pair of n and minus 1. Why n and minus 1? N is the length of the set of the interval, since the set compares the pairs by first parameter and in case of equality by the second parameter. So I have to add the length of the interval in the first parameter. Then I'm going to add minus 1 here in order to be able to ensure that the longest interval with the smallest leftmost point is going to be at the end of the set. I added negative numbers because if I had added positive numbers, then the biggest pair in the set would have been one with the rightmost starting point among those with maximum length. So take that in mind, that it's quite a useful trick to add negative numbers. It is also used in Dijkstra's algorithm for the shortest path in graph. Now, let's say we are going to take the longest interval with the leftmost starting point and erase it from the set. In order to get the real position, we are going to multiply by minus 1 to get the real starting point. In this line, I'm going to find the rightmost point of the interval and then the midpoint of the interval, and also assigning the value according to the number of operations we have already done. Now I'm going to add in the state in the set the two intervals resulted from the splitting of the big interval, assuming they actually exist. This can be done quite easily by using set, since the insertion is also n log n. Now all we have to do is to print the array and then print a new line, because we have multiple test cases. For this problem, it's actually quite likely that there is a pattern to generate the solution. So maybe a linear time pattern or some n log n pattern, which works easier than the set. But this is the solution I managed to find during the contest, and it's also a correct solution. If you liked watching this video, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and press the bell button in order to be the first one to get notifications about the new videos. Also, you can check out my playlist for more YouTube tutorials for Codeforces problems. Also, you can join the Discord server for more content related to competitive programming. Until the next time, stay safe, stay healthy, good luck, and goodbye.